morning, Gladiators. Today is Friday, February 12th. There is no school today, but we're still on the air. I'm Maddie Brennan, and here's Kate with This Week in News.
Thanks, Maddie. On Tuesday, the impeachment trials for former President Trump began. Trump's lead impeachment defense attorney, Bruce Castor, drew criticism for his unorganized speech. House impeachment managers played previously unseen footage showing how the pro-Trump mob stormed the Capitol. Prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia, have opened a criminal investigation into Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia, including a phone call with Georgia's Secretary of State. In the call, Trump asked the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, to find votes in order to change the results of the election. As of Wednesday, about 1 in 10 Americans, or nearly 32.9 million people, have gotten at least their first dose of a coronavirus vaccine. Approximately 9.8 million of those people have been fully vaccinated. The Biden administration announced on Tuesday that they would be raising the amount of weekly vaccine materials going out to states, tribes, and territories to 11 million. A new study published by the journal Environmental Research found that more than 8 million people around the world die each year from breathing air polluted by particles from fossil fuels, meaning that nearly 1 in 5 global deaths are due to this pollution. Over to you, Natalia.
Thank you, Kate. Next week we have no school on Monday due to President's Day. Please note that Monday's classes will be on Wednesday, February 17th, and there will be no virtual check-ins next week. On Wednesday, there will be a senior class meeting at 6:30 p.m. This meeting will go over general stuff that seniors and their parents need to know. You can go to the link on the screen to join.
You know what else is on Wednesday, Natalia? The Minority Scholars' third Black History event, a poetry night. Make sure you don't miss this.
In honor of Black History Month, we've got 2 great videos lined up for you. First up, we've got a video on America's first sit-down strike. A big thank you to 10th grader Kira Norris of the Minority Scholars Program for creating this.
In 1939, Samuel Tucker organized America's first sit-down strike at the Alexandria Library in Alexandria, Virginia. Because of segregationist policies in Virginia, Tucker could not access the local library he passed every day. Instead, he had to go to D.C. to access a library. Unsatisfied with the unequal access to educational facilities, Tucker decided to battle the system of Jim Crow through the courts. After being denied an application for a library card, Tucker sent 5 young African-American men to stage a peaceful protest at the whites-only library. They were unsuccessful and all arrested for disorderly conduct. The Virginia Public Assemblages Act of 1926 required the races to be segregated within the same facility. Therefore, according to the law, African Americans were unlawfully barred from the Alexandria Library. Within days, 2 African Americans sought library cards but were refused owing to a new colored branch of the library being under consideration. This was an obvious tactic to appease them until a separate colored branch could be opened. Later, a lawsuit was filed by a Black resident of Alexandria to force the librarian to issue a library card. A judge affirmed that there were no legal grounds for refusing the plaintiff or any other bona fide citizen the use of the library. Sit-down strikes continued as a tactic throughout the civil rights movement to combat segregation, but the library in Alexandria was segregated until the 1960s. A lot of fascinating Black history has taken place locally, and the city of Alexandria has a helpful resource detailing many issues.
Thank you. Now we have an interview with freshman reporter Amaris.
Hello everyone, I'm Amaris Shipman with WNHS, here to share Student Voices on Black History Month. Our question of the day is, why is Black History Month important?
Black History Month is important because there are many Black ancestors who fought in the civil rights movement to help with the progressions that Black people have to live their lifestyles today.
History Month is important because it allows us to see all of the things that Black people have done in America and all across the world, and all of the accomplishments that have been done.
Black History Month is important because African American history is something that's often overlooked and excluded while referring to American history. So it's important that we celebrate African American change makers and our contribution, and African American contribution.
Black History Month is important because it emphasizes the importance of Black African Americans. I'm not saying that any other culture is important, but Black History Month on how Black African Americans have helped the U.S. and shaped the U.S. into the way it is now. Whether we like it or not is the truth.
Earlier this week, all students received an email about the new Yearbook Plus program. This new feature allows students to upload their choice of picture for their school portrait in the yearbook. Please review the email and Google Slides presentation for guidelines. Any questions should be directed to the yearbook advisor, Ms. Schwartz.
In other news, the Northwood Spiritwear sale is back on. The sale closes in 2 weeks, so make sure to buy now. Look at the link below to place your order. This is a great way to support athletics as well as get some Northwood swag.
Gladiators. In-person fall sports registration has been extended until Monday, February 22nd. Students must be registered by parent through the MCPS Parent View portal. Registration is important to allow Northwood to group students appropriately. This is not a tryout. Any questions, please contact our athletic director, Mr. Fujiti, or call the main office.
Now, let's take a look at an interview with Mr. Fox from one of our senior reporters, Kate Valentine.
When students produce writing and then when they read it out loud, and if a student is reading something that they feel proud of out loud, that is the absolute best experience as a teacher, in my opinion. And it's reason enough to become not just a teacher, but an English teacher, to experience how cool that is. I would love to work for PBS in any capacity. I think it would be super fun to, specifically PBS kids. That's some of my favorite stuff, is like Arthur and Mr. Rogers and all that kind of stuff. It's tough for me because honestly, my gut is the opposite. I wish that there were things that teachers knew about students more than anything right now. This is a weird and hard experience, virtual learning, living in a pandemic. It's a world historical event, and it's tough for everyone. And I think more than anything, I just want to know how students are thinking and processing this moment. It's this line from the book called Timequake by Kurt Vonnegut, my favorite writer. And he says, it's basically his answer to the question, why are you a writer? Why do you write books? Why do you do this? And he says, many people need desperately to receive this message. I feel and think as much as you do, care about many of the things you care about, although most people don't care about them. You are not alone. So that one I think about a lot too, is like kind of the reason we're here, is to kind of help people understand that, we're all in this thing, whatever life is, together. We're all in the same wavelength.
That was an awesome video. Do you want to do things like that? Are you looking for something fun to do? A way to be more involved in your school? Then join WNHS. You can be an anchor, reporter, or writer. Whatever you want to do, we have a space for you. If you're interested, email 364450@mcpsmd.net.
Do you need a little extra help with schoolwork? We've got the tutoring services for you, including MCPS, Tutor Me, Northwood Minority Scholars, and the National Honor Society here at Northwood. The Minority Scholars and the National Honor Society offer tutoring sessions weekly, while MCPS Tutor Me is available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day at tutorme.com, which you can access for free using your school email.
For more information about school resources and the school in general, let's take a look at this week's SGA recap.
Hi guys, it's Ella Leffler, the class of 2023 president, and I'm here to give you guys the SGA rundown of the week. So SGA has finally finished all of our SMOB visits. Multiple SMOB candidates have come to our meeting to present their platform in hopes of securing a spot as one of the final 2 candidates. Their next step is going to be a nominating convention, which is taking place on February 17th. Also want to let you guys know we're having a popcorn fundraiser. You can find the link for the popcorn website on the head SGA's Instagram. The link is in their bio. And to make sure that some of the money from your purchase goes to towards the SGA, use our group code YZIQYR. Also, in celebration of Black History Month, The SGA is going to be posting daily interesting facts regarding trailblazing figures in Black history on the head SGA account, northwood.sga.
On Saturday, February 27th, Montgomery County is hosting its annual Anti-Vaping Symposium. Health scientist Dr. Reuben Baylor will discuss the negative impacts of vaping on the physical and mental well-being of students. This event will include a live student panel discussion, as well as insight from different community perspectives. This event is open to all, and you can earn 1.5 SSL hours for writing a reflection on the event. See the link below for more information.
That's all for this week, Gladiators. Enjoy your 4-day weekend and stay safe. I'm Maddie Brennan.
And I'm Natalia Logas
for the Northwood Update at Home.